Hey everyone! Welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, I'm Jenny. As we step into a brand new year, I wanted to share 10 tips that can help you start it with intention and confidence. And if you're feeling motivated to tackle your goals and make this year amazing, you're in the right place. So, let's get into it. Let's start off by setting clear, achievable goals. We all have big dreams, but breaking them down into smaller, actionable steps makes them so much easier to tackle. One tip I would give is make your goals SMART. So specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. And if you're a visual person like me, creating a vision board can be a fun way to stay motivated. Having a physical vision board or a printed digital version on the wall can be more effective since you can see your goals every day. It kind of motivates you too with a vision board, whereas just writing a goal down, maybe it's easier for you to actually plan out those steps for you to take when you have those goals. So if you're a more visual person, maybe stick with a vision board. Or if you're like, I don't want to make a vision board, I don't have time for that, then write out your goal, make it SMART, specific, measurable, achievable, and relevant, and time-bound. And by doing so, lay out what you plan on doing to achieve that goal. So for this Monday, I want to do this and this and this, and then Tuesday, this and this and this. Wednesday, I'll have a day off. Thursday, Friday, I'll continue to do this and this and this, or something like that. Just plan it all out. That way you actually take action and you actually do it, rather than just seeing them and be like, And same for vision boards. A lot of people tend to think, just having a vision board will make all my dreams come true. But no, you actually need to take action. You can't just have a vision board and do nothing about it. You actually have to take that action. So I feel like maybe doing both, if you want to really step into your goals and really achieve them, do both, whichever works for you. Personally, I like doing both. I do have a digital vision board, but I don't print them out, which is kind of also not effective. But for me, I kind of use the vision board as an inspiration rather than something that would actually help me achieve my goals. I have my yearly goals written down in a planner, and then each of the tasks that I should do to reach those goals, the yearly goals, into months, and then break it down to week, and then into daily tasks. And I do have another video based on that if you want to give that a shot. I'll link it above right here just so you can also reference that video and also get a free planner from me. And to add to all this, start tracking your progress. It is a fantastic way to stay on top of your goals, and you could use a journal or planner to track daily tasks, like I have mentioned earlier, and reflect on your wins at the end of each month. Celebrating small achievements, even if it's just checking something off your list, to me that feels very, very satisfying, but for you it might not be. So just checking it off, and then maybe do something that really makes you happy or makes you excited, or I don't know, do something that makes you happy. And maybe do that every month, maybe do that twice a week, or once a week, or every 2 weeks, whichever works for you. Honestly, this is your journey and you do whatever works for you. Next up is creating a daily routine that works for you. A solid routine sets the tone of your day and helps keep you grounded. So, for example, you can start your mornings with something that energizes you. Maybe it's journaling, exercising, or just simply drinking coffee. For me, I kind of like to start my mornings with walking my dog. I actually adopted my dog earlier last month. He is behind me, but he's a bit camera shy. But anyways, I like to start off my day walking my dog in the morning because he needs to go do his daily stuff. But other than that, before I had a dog, I love planning my day with a to-do list. I don't know about any of you guys who don't like to-do lists, but I'm a to-do list person. So I like to plan my week during the weekends, or it would be like a Friday. On Friday, I would plan out everything for what I would do on each day, other than Sundays and Saturdays, because I kind of like to use Sundays and Saturdays to catch up on the work that I wasn't able to finish over the week, or just take that day take those days off. I wouldn't schedule it to T with time. I would just have it as a list, because for me, having a scheduled task for a certain time, it doesn't really work out for me because my days are always random and I have a lot of random things going on all the time. And not only would I just write a to-do list for like work stuff or business stuff, I would also add like stuff that I need to do personally, like clean my room or do a facial or do a hair mask, whatever, I would write those down at least once a week so that I still take care of myself while also getting work things done. So yeah, do what works for you. Again, I know I'm going to say this so many times throughout the video, and you can have a counter if you'd like, but yeah, do what works for you, because if you're trying to follow whatever these, including myself, whatever I'm doing, whatever other influencers are telling you to do, it might not work for you because their schedule is different from your schedule. The way you work might be different from how they work. So experiment with yourself. Do what works for you. If something I suggest doesn't work for you, find out what other people are doing and see if that would work for you. Kind of figure it out. That way you kind of learn more about yourself and how you learn or how you do things. That way you stay motivated, and that way you also know your limits as well. And creating a daily routine also helps me kind of just get into work. If it's not part of my routine, it's hard to just start working. I've noticed this especially with going to the gym. Like at first, when you're trying to go to the gym, you don't want to go. But then once you get into a routine of going to the gym, you want to go. Like you have to go now, right? It's like, oh man, I did all that workout yesterday, I should probably do it today. You have that urging feeling that you have to go again. So making something a routine really helps. That way you keep going without even thinking about not doing it or thinking of excuses of not doing it. Next up, number 4, practice healthy habits. I'm sure many of you have decided to eat more than what you usually eat and drink for the holidays, so why not start as soon as the new year arrives to commit to healthy habits? This doesn't mean going extreme, like losing 20 pounds. It's all about making small changes to your lifestyle, like drinking more water, getting regular exercise, and prioritizing sleep. Whatever you want to do. When you feel good on the inside, it makes everything else easier. And I say that with my growling stomach. But anyways, yeah, start eating healthier. And I'm sure like during the holidays, all of you are eating probably like a little bit more high calorie foods because it's the holidays, and I get it. And then now it's time to start the new year healthy and kind of detoxing all that bad stuff you ate. I wouldn't say like start off with like a really long exercise. If you haven't been exercising for the past year, then start off like 20 minutes, even 30 minutes, just going out for a walk, and then start like expanding as the months go by. Don't try to like pressure yourself by working out like 2 hours on your first day of the year, That already makes it harder for you to get into the routine of doing something new. So start off small. Even just 10 minutes, 15 minutes is better than nothing. As long as you keep going and continue to grow or lengthen your exercise time, whatever it is, as long as you keep challenging yourself and not giving up like after 3 months or 6 months. Like what I've noticed in the gym is like the first few months, it's super busy. And then as the months go by, less and less people are going, So just make sure you keep going. Like even if you're just taking a walk on the treadmill, even if it's not gymming, like if it's like something that has to do with, I don't know, your personal goals, like start a business or something, start off small, okay? Just start with, okay, what's the first thing that I should do when I start a business? Okay, maybe I should get a business license, or should I look into a product? Whatever, as long as you start doing something, like take 10 minutes into product researching, and then the next day maybe improve it into 20 minutes, 30 minutes, 40 minutes, and so on, and actually take action afterwards. Don't keep researching, but anyways, yeah, just as long as you continue to do it and continue to improve, continue to expand on those time, it will definitely help you to keep going. To add to this, tip number 5 is learn something new. This coming year, why not learn or try something new? It's something I talked about throughout my videos, other than the K-beauty videos, but it's something that I've talked about a lot on my self-care videos and self-improvement videos, and I can't help but emphasize it enough because we all tend to do the same thing in our everyday lives. I know I said like create a routine, but that routine is for you to try something new and add that to your routine. And starting something new, it may feel uncomfortable at first, but once you keep doing it, it'll start feeling comfortable, right? So why not feel that rush of trying something new, learn something new, learn more about yourself? Because in the end, life is a journey with yourself. And so whether it's a course, a book, or a creative hobby, it can really bring a fresh spark to your life. So you may not be good at whatever it is you're trying to do, but as long as you try and you learn more about yourself is what matters. And who knows, maybe you'll discover a hidden talent that you had that you never really realized you had, right? And you probably wouldn't have realized it without trying it. So give it a shot, whatever it is. And it's better for you to know that you're good or bad at something than to always wonder, I wonder if I would have been good at that, or I wonder what would have happened if I gave that a shot. So instead of wondering, give it a shot. No matter what it is. Ever since I adopted a dog, I want to dive into pet training, and then I also want to practice more on Japanese, which I've been learning for the past couple months. But I've been learning it through Duolingo, and it's like not really helping me out. I'm trying to figure out a way to learn better, and I've been watching all these YouTube videos on it, but yeah. And also, let me know in the comments if there's something you're planning on learning or trying for the first time. Number 6, declutter your space. I'm also guilty of this. Apparently, a tidy space leads to a tidy mind. So start by organizing your home or workspace. Declutter your digital life too. Unsubscribing from unnecessary emails or organizing your files can also feel so refreshing. I'm guilty of this so much because I have a lot of business files, a lot of my content for YouTube and Instagram, TikTok, they're all in one place, and it's jumble of videos in one file. And sometimes it's in my downloads because I airdrop them from my phone, so it's kind of all over the place. So it's definitely really nice to just reorganize everything, start your new year with a organized mind. Because I don't know about you, but when I reorganize everything, when I'm cleaning everything, it feels so nice and refreshing for me. It just feels like a whole new day, So if that's for you too, try to declutter. And even just decluttering your room definitely feels better, because sometimes when your room is so cluttered, it's so hard to find the things that you really need. And then once you don't need it anymore, you find it later and you're like, oh, it's right here. Better to start off your year with knowing where things are rather than always searching for it every single day of your year. So start your new year feeling fresh and organized. And one thing I would suggest doing is donate things you don't need anymore. It feels great to clear things out and give back, and it's better than throwing away your clothes that you don't wear anymore and just have them recycled. Number 7, invest in your well-being. So take time to recharge with mindfulness practices like meditation, deep breathing, or spending time in nature. I like to go for a hike whenever I need to calm my overthinking head. Looking at the view and surroundings helps me get my mind off of things, and it's also very relaxing, I don't listen to music when I hike on purpose because I like to listen to my surroundings, hear the birds, hear the wind blowing, hear the crunching of my feet when I'm walking on sand, things like that. So I do like doing that. So whatever relaxes you. At first, I never really realized how powerful meditation can be, but after I started meditating at night, I don't like meditating in the morning because I'm very on the go, and when I wake up, I need to do a list of things in the morning. So I like to meditate at night and kind of relax my mind, my body before I go to bed. So yeah, and stretching also is very powerful. Like it definitely keeps your tense muscles to relax. So if your muscles been tense all throughout the day, then maybe give your body a little bit of a stretch to help it relax and keep the blood flowing. Moving on, improve time management. I think you've probably heard this since like middle school or high school, but it's very important. Managing your time well is key to staying productive and stress-free. Focus on eliminating time wasters like doom scrolling on social media and stick to one thing, like one task at a time. There are so many productivity tools out there these days that are free and amazing to use. I keep finding new ones all the time. I recently heard about Milanote. I heard it's better than Notion, but I haven't really used it yet. I'm currently using Notion, and I use their calendar to schedule everything out, to put my to-do list. You don't have to use Notion. If you like to keep things more simple, just put it in your calendar app that you have on your phone, or just simply write it on your calendar. Whatever works for you. I don't like planning to the T, like to by every minute, because my day is always random. But if you're the type of person who likes to have everything organized, I would definitely recommend doing that. Tip number 9, create a budget and save more. Financial wellness is super important. I'm sure you know that. So setting a budget can help you feel more in control with your money. Whether it's saving up for an emergency fund or just tracking expenses, being mindful with your money can reduce stress and give you a peace of mind. And you might think, Jenny, you mentioned rewarding yourself on small achievements. Should I cut back on it? I would say yes and a no. You can celebrate it with something small or something big. That is up to you, but make sure to stay within your budget. Don't go overboard, like go on a shopping spree for like Louis Vuittons or something like that. Celebrate it small, like a small treat or something like that. I used to celebrate with like shopping for clothes too, but I learned to stop spending so much and really think about what I need and purchase only that. Like I used to buy a lot of trending clothes in the past, but now I think about, okay, what do I need, or when am I gonna wear this? How am I gonna wear this? Do I have anything that would match this? If I don't, I wouldn't buy it, because then that would lead me to buying more clothes, right? So yeah. And if you want tips on how I shop without overspending, let me know in the comments and I'll definitely make a video on that as well. But yeah, and I know like a lot of people probably spent a lot of money on the holidays, so so a lot of people are gonna stop spending a lot of money. So yeah, track your expenses that you spent on gifts last year and try to minimize spending for the month of January, February, and then maybe March you can start spending a little bit more than what you spent on January, February. Whatever works and whatever is within your budget. Last but not least, embrace failure and learn from it. Remember, setbacks are part of growth. Rather than being discouraged, view failures as learning experiences. I used to hate failing, and I would try my best to keep everything perfect, make things work, but it does more harm than good. Learn to learn from mistakes and accept failures, and use it as motivation for your next achievement. This year, let's focus on growth mindset and celebrate our efforts, not just the end result. So, there you have it! 10 actionable steps to help you conquer the new year. I hope these tips inspired you to start this year strong. Remember, it's not about being perfect. It's about making progress one step at a time. And if you're planning to try any of these tips, let me know in the comments. In my next video, I'm going to be sharing some tips on how you can start something new even when it's scary. So don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell to be the first to know the video is up. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!